We are your official Wildcat and Ladycat station, KSST 1230 AM Sulphur Springs. It's time for Ladycat Soccer. Let's go out to Gerald Prim Stadium, where tonight's game is called by KSST Sports Director Ross Zabitsky. Ross?
Thank you so much, James. Over at KSST Radio, we're across down here at Gerald Prim Stadium for the first game of Ladycat Soccer that KSST has produced this year. I've been able to see a couple of games for the Ladycat soccer team, and this will be the fifth home match that I've covered. They are a perfect 4-0 in those games. Well, sorry, let me rephrase that. They are a perfect 3-0-1. No, 4-0-1, apologies, and have got some good wins over the course of that home stretch. They won versus North Lamar just this past Tuesday, 3-0, and then the previous game before that, it's been a little bit of a while, almost 2 weeks before that, I saw them blow out Princeton 5-0, so a big blowout win for the Ladycat soccer team led by head coach Javier Aguayo, and then a couple more wins versus Palestine. That was a come-from-behind win, 3-2. And then the Sulphur Springs tournament, and that was Saturday, December 18th, where they hosted Caddo Mills, Kilgore, and Mabank. And won versus Caddo Mills and Kilgore, 4-1 and 5-1, and then tied Mabank 2-2. And Ladycats soccer, they had a bit of a rough time in tournament play. You could say that for both soccer squads, but then, of course, you go up against a lot of talented schools from a lot of different areas. So it gives all these coaches a good chance to really test their squads against different looks and different formations, perhaps, that some of these teams may provide that maybe at times they wouldn't always see. So Ladycat soccer, they went 1-6-2 in tourney play. And they were able to get a win in their first turn. Well, they lost to Bullard 3-1 in the Kilgore tournament. That was originally the Longview tournament, but due to some schedule changes, of course, COVID-19 still an issue for all these teams, so a lot of changes were made over Christmas break. But they played in the Kilgore tournament and were originally set to play 3 games. They lost versus Bullard, as I just mentioned, 3-1. They got their only win in tournament play against Spring Hill, 2-1, and then that third game on Saturday, January 8th, was canceled due to weather. So that was the one win for the Ladycat soccer team in tournament play. And then after that, they participated in Forney, and then last weekend, the Lady Lobo Showcase. Last weekend in the Lady Lobo Showcase, January 20th through 22nd, that was Thursday through Saturday of last week. They lost versus Red Oak in a big blowout loss, 6-0. Lost versus Nacogdoches, 3-0. But then we're able to get a tie at the conclusion of the Lady Lobo Showcase, tying Kilgore 1-1. So, and then tournament before that, they tied Sunset in the Forney tournament 1-1. Previously to that, they had 3 losses. So Ladycat soccer had a bit of a rough start. Coach Javier Aguayo, I've met with him a couple of times over the season, and something that's become something kind of unfortunately asymptomatic of what's been going on with COVID right now is a lot of injuries, a lot of players missing. Of course, without Rebecca Stanley for this season, so that's a big loss as she contributed 30 goals. That's right, 30 goals last season for Ladycat soccer. She will be very much so missed for Coach Javier Aguayo and his squad, but they've been doing pretty well up to this point, and enter this game, inter-district play, as tonight is their first district game, hosting Longview, 3-6-2. Men's soccer, on the other hand, just got their first win on Tuesday, also versus North Lamar, with both soccer squads getting the win versus Paris's North Lamar. And they blew out, crushed, demolished every kind of adjective you can think of. They won 13-0. 13-0 on Tuesday. That was at Paris, so unfortunate for all the fans who made the trip from Paris to go see the Panthers play, but the win for Wildcat Soccer gave them a 1-9-2 overall record as they enter district play tonight, but they are in Longview taking on the Lobos. We've got just 5 seconds left on the warm-up clock, and we're about ready to start the first district game between the Ladycat Soccer team and who they are hosting, the reigning district champ, the Longview Lady Lobos. Last season, Longview went 24-1 overall, a perfect 12-0 in district. And as a result, we're number 1. Let's hand it over to the PA.
Between the ladies from Longview and your Sulphur Springs Ladycats. First, the roster for the visitors from Longview. Number 0, Aaliyah Birdsong. Number 1, Emma Wright. Number 2, Michaela Peterson. Number 3, Izzy Huff. Number 4, Olivia Sharrow. Number 6, Brooklyn Sumrow. Number 7, Madeline Creel. Number 8, Karen Juarez. Number 9, Jolette Ontiveros. Number 11, Randy Floyd. Number 12, Emily Arambula. Number 14, DJ Johnson. Number 15, Arely Hernandez. Number 17, Nika Sloan. Number 18, Adriana Corona. Number 19, Tanique Bauer. 22, Kat Markovitz. Number 23, Angie Medrano. And number 25, Lily Fierros. Longview is coached by Ron Bellamy, assisted by David Monsivais and Spencer Borns, with a trainer, Jeanette Herrera.
That's your Longview Lady Lobos. Coming up next, though, are your Sulphur Springs Ladycats.
And now, your Sulphur Springs Ladycats. 00, Mia Jones. 0, Maya Olvera. Number 1, Zoe Haywood. Number 2, Addison Jones. Number 3, Caitlin Noe. Number 4, Isabel Tessing. Number 5, Emma Romero. Number 7, Caitlin Robinson. Number 8, Emily Soto. Number 9, Haley Schultz. Number 11, Malia Doss. Number 13, Kendall Farrell. Number 14, Jacqueline Diosdado. Number 15, Aniston Price. Number 16, Vanessa Wayne. Number 17, Valerie Flecker. Number 18, Anna Williams. Number 19, Camila Martinez. Number 20, Angel Cruz. Number 22, Jolene Carpenter. And number 23, Kylie Clark. Your Ladycats are coached by Javier Payo, assisted by Stephen Moreno. At this time, if everyone would please stand and face the flag on the south end zone for tonight's national anthem. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er As our teams turn to the sideline in preparation for tonight's play, I'd like to remind you the restrooms on the home side north end are open for tonight's game, and we also have a concession stand available underneath. Good luck, Ladycats.
And with the national anthem out of the way, we are just about set to get this game underway between the Sulphur Springs Ladycats and the Longview Lady Lobos. Folks, I got to mention that rendition of the Star Spangled Banner is performed by the Geither Vocal Band, and wow, when I first heard that a couple of years ago, got to be the greatest Star Spangled Banner rendition I've ever heard, and all these years later, it's still true. You'll have to forgive me for gushing a bit as the former choir kid in me just came out, but the clocks are ready. We've got 40 minutes on the clock, and we are just about ready to get this game underway. So with both teams announced, referees in the center field, and both teams huddled with their coaches. I mentioned earlier that 4 teams are in district. You've got the Ladycats here at the Prim hosting Longview. Wildcat Soccer, as I previously mentioned as well, are in Longview taking on the Lobos at Lobo Stadium. But both basketball squads also in district play as they continue to get through their district season. The basketball team, the Ladycats, are on the road taking on Pine Tree, and the men's team are right here in Sulphur Springs at the SSHS main gym hosting the Pirates. And Coach Brandon Shaver and his squad already got the win earlier this season in Pine Tree, and that was Coach Brandon Shaver's previous gig coaching the Pirates. They won in blowout fashion, 85-51, and hope to win another game in what is blue out for the men's basketball team. Ladycats on the road, still fighting for that 4th place finish and hopefully to make the playoffs, but currently in 5th place, 2 games behind 4th place Hallsville. Hallsville 4-5 entering tonight's game. They are at Longview, they are at Marshall tonight. So if Marshall can get the win, they are currently 7-1 in district. Texas High 7-2 in 3rd place. Marshall and Hallsville 4-5 in 4th place. And trying to stay right there in the playoff race. And just 2 games behind Hallsville, Ladycats basketball team led by head coach Eric Adeli trying to do the unthinkable and have one of the most remarkable turnarounds this young journalist has ever seen. Ladycats started their season 0-19, but since then they were able to get some wins in the Kaufman tournament. That was 2 games at the end of that tournament. They won over Dallas Molina 34-11, and then versus Elkhart 40-35, and then got some wins over some district foes in Pine Tree and Longview to propel themselves to 2 wins in district. Since then, it's been a bit of a rough stretch for Coach Deli's squad as they've taken on the top 3 teams in District 15 5A and lost to all 3 of them: Mount Pleasant, Texas High, Marshall. But if they can get a win in Longview taking on the Pine Tree Lady Pirates tonight, then they can stay right there in the thick of the playoff race. But again, as I was talking about during our broadcast Tuesday night covering the Ladycats basketball team and their loss versus Marshall, they really need to win out if they want to even try to make the playoffs, because they need to win all 3 of their remaining games, including a win over Hallsville on senior night, as this game gets underway. So I'll switch back over to soccer, folks, but lots of action going on right now, so you kind of have your pick of the litter as to which sport you want to cover. Ladycat softball trying to advance the ball thanks to their midfielders, but very talented Longview Lady Lobo squad, not going to give up an inch to this Ladycat team, especially without a couple of their varsity members or a couple of their starters. But Longview trying to push the ball back towards the Ladycat side of the goal, still on the Sulphur Springs side of the 50. Longview quickly thwarts the attack as Kylie Clark is able to kick it back to another midfielder for the Lady Lobos, but then just as quickly, Longview trying to make a run, but offsides is called on the field. That was on the opposing 15-yard line, and Ladycat's ball now. So just under a minute into this game, and Longview already controlling the pace and the side of the field between this game. And with the offside call, Kylie Clark will get the free kick. She kicks it well to the other side of the field. Longview's all over it, trying to push the ball back to the opposing side of the 50, but Ladycat's trying to advance it. Once again, Longview's trying to push the ball, trying to take it back, pushing it back the other way, no offsides. And I believe that was Emily Soto who had the wise call to just kick it out of bounds and make sure they can thwart the momentum on that one. So with that, Longview will keep it, and Samoro will get the honors of throwing it in. She throws it into the Ladycats about the 10-yard line, just outside of the larger box. And looks like Haley Schultz is there on the defensive end, or I'm sorry, that was number 15 there on that one. But Ladycats kick it out of bounds once again. Longview with the free kick. Sorry, that's a throw in there, and that's number 7, Creole, who tries to thread it into just outside of the larger box, but no dice there. Once again, pushed out by number 15 for the Ladycats, courtesy of Price on defense. Great job there by the Lady Lobo goalie, Birdsong, to make sure that one doesn't go in for Sulphur Springs. So good scoring opportunity there for the Ladycats. But we have a clean sheet still, 0-0. Just about 3 minutes into this game. Coach Javier Glayo and his squad trying to make it 2 straight wins for the Ladycat soccer team, but won't be easy as, again, they host the reigning district champ Longview Lady Lobos, and they've got a pretty good opportunity to score here, but the goalie is wise to sit on that one. And the goalie for Longview able to kick it out of the box, alleviate a bit of pressure for Longview. So the Ladycats push it out, courtesy of number 16, Vanessa Wayne. Good job there for the Lady Lobos of trying to get it away from the Ladycats. And I believe that's number 15, yes, Wayne again, or I'm sorry, Price again, who is doing a good job of boxing out her defenders and shielding them away from the ball. Haley Schultz has it. She's got Ladycat there. Nice ground pass to her, but the pass back to Schultz is intercepted and sent back the other way. Longview pushing it back to their defensive backs. And nice kick there by Sulphur Springs, but once again pushed back to the 2 center backs for the Lady Lobos. And Birdsong's all over it. The goalie for Longview should prove pivotal here in this contest between 2 good teams. Kylie Clark on D, trying to make sure that the Lady Lobo doesn't get to it, and she does a good job of tackling at the last second to get the ball away from her, thwart any chance of offense. So now number 16, that's Wayne again. And then number 20, Angel Cruz. Nice tackle there. She gets it to Schultz. Schultz gets it to Williams. Williams trying to get it to her. Ladycat down in the outer box, but the goalie is all over it. Free throw there. And now Lady Lobos trying to get it off their side of the 50. But once again, Price is all over it. Williams gets it. She tries to get to Cruz, but there's a Lady Lobo there to try and intercept the passing lane. No dice there. Ball was kicked hard there by Ladycat, kicked out of bounds. It looked like that was number 11, Malia Doss. And with that, it'll be Longview ball here. Just about 5.5 minutes into the game. Still got a clean sheet. Tied at 0. And dead ball. So current district standings, I know all these teams begin district play here tonight, but as it currently stands, Hallsville's in first place at 8-0, T High 5-1-1, Mount Pleasant 7-2, Longview 8-2-1, Pine Tree 5-2-1, Sulphur Springs 3-5-2, or I'm sorry, Max Prep says 3-5-2, but it's actually 3-6-2, and then Marshall at 1-5. So missing some games for the Max Preps for the Marshall Lady Mavs, but you know they had a tough season last year. Ladycats were able to blow them out 9-0 in a crushing defeat of the Marshall Lady Mavs. Lady Lobos wise to get that ball away from a bunch of Ladycats as they are hogging midfield right now. And Emily Soto all over her Lady Lobo, but now number 18's got some room. Corona trying to find another Lady Lobo. She's got one, but great job by Kylie Clark on D to keep that ball away. But still, Lady Lobos have it. Kylie Clark trying to get it out of the outer box. And a nice ball to number 25. Longview's got a little bit of space, but lots of Ladycats there to try and tackle the ball away, but not a great kick there by a Lady Lobo. That was number 25, Fierros, who kicked the ball out, and so now Kylie Clark has a free kick from the 6-yard box. Clark kicks it away. Nice kick there. And it goes to about the 40-yard line, but Ladycats have the ball, and the ball was intended for Haley Schultz, but just over-kicked. So Lady Lobos able to start sending the ball the other way, and wow, great job there. Number 19, Bauer. It was a pretty accurate ball. It did not have the velocity she wanted, and the goalie was able to have absolutely no problems getting to that one. And now, back towards the Longview 30. Williams gets the ricocheted ball. Another nice kick out of the Longview side of the 50. But the Ladycats trying to control the ball and find players in space. Coach Javier Aguayo said one of the keys for his team, not so much in this game, but just in general, is to not be static and not just stand there when you have a teammate with the ball who needs a little bit of help. Last thing you want to do is just stay there and try and make the player with the ball work their way to you. Very complimentary sport we've got here in soccer, but Ladycat soccer still tied, 0-0. Here in the 9th minute of this game. Just over 31 minutes left to go in this first half. Beautiful kick there by Creel. A high arching through ball. High arching cross. 22, Markovitz has it. She gets it away to number 6, Samoro. And Clark gets her feet on it. Williams, nice job shaking her defender. She gets it away to another center back there. And then looks like number 16, yes, Vanessa Wayne kicked the ball out of bounds. Wise one on that as number 18, Corona, was quickly on her tail. Wow, great ball handling skills there by number 18, Corona. And Longview, nice scoring opportunity here, but Emily Soto's all over it. Once again, kicks it out. Throw in here from Longview. And Creel does a nice job of crossing it to her striker just outside of the large box, but has to defer to number 3 there. That's Huff. Kylie Clark, great kick, getting it out of the Ladycat side of the field, but Longview in their defense once again gives it to their midfielders. Angel Cruz trying to move up and somehow tackle the ball, but Anna Williams was the next Ladycat in pursuit. And now Longview, great cross there. Ooh, and just too much mustard on that one. Had it had just a little more finesse to it, then perhaps that could have been a really good scoring opportunity. And wow, oh my goodness, the goalie Maya Rivera at the last second was able to chase down a goal. I'm sorry, that was Zoe Haywood. But Haywood at the last second is able to dive after the ball, as it looks like that would be a very apparent goal, but excellent job coming back for it as it was just about to cross the plane. No score there for Longview. Schultz trying to get the ball from number 18, Corona of Longview, but now it's to Udavelas. And the ball was from Udavelas, but kicked out. Throw in here from Sulphur Springs. Ladycats missed out on the playoffs last year with an 11-10-4 overall record. Went 5-6-1 in district. And trying to improve upon those efforts by potentially making the playoffs. Angel Cruz now with it on the Longview side of the 50. She gets it to Schultz. The kick is just over-kicked by Schultz. It plays pinball between a few Lady Lobos. Now Emily Soto trying to break the defensive stride. It looks like a nasty tackle there, and it looks like we've got a yellow card coming in. No yellow card on the play, but it will be a free kick.
Free kick for Longview.
With the honors will be number 3, Huff.
The second kick.
Well, it was Huff. Now it's number 22, Markovitz. Shout out to my Polish brethren. Markovitz, a beautifully aimed ball, but Haywood is all over it with her second save of the game. Lots of Venezuela action here at the Gerald Prim Stadium. Huff able to kick it. Push it back towards the Sulphur Springs goal, but now it goes to Angel Cruz. Cruz gets it to Schultz. Schultz tries and gets it right back to Cruz, but number 22, Markovitz, is all over it. Intercepts it. Great tackle there, sends it back the other way, but Kylie Clark has a great tackle of her own, trying to beat her man. She tries to kick it into far Ladycat on the other side. It goes all the way to the Longview 10 before finally being pushed out by Longview. Looks like we'll have a throw-in upcoming for the Ladycats, working on the short side of the field. Here in the 14th minute, still clean sheet. Tied at 0. Great to be back here at the Prim after football season. I know it didn't go the way that so many Sulphur Springs fans were hoping, but just this past week, SSISD introduced their new head football coach and athletic director, Brandon Faircloth, from Port Neches Groves, winning his coach at PNG, won his 100th game there. I believe he went 102-51, if I'm not mistaken, but was there for 13 seasons and took the Indians to the playoffs 12 of those 13 years. The only year in which the Indians did not make the playoffs was 2012. And Kylie Clark kicks it out at the last second, so it will be Longview ball, but great to be back here at the Prim after football season, and now for soccer. We had a lot of fun covering basketball, and we still got a few more games to cover for basketball, namely senior night for both programs, and most likely a playoff game for men's basketball, but TBD on that one. Longview with a corner kick here. Corner throw-in, I should say. And pushed back by the Ladycats, but wow. A nice and powerful ball delivered there from Longview, but wide right, no good.
Goal kick for Ladycats.
So, with the goal kick will be Kylie Clark. Clark inside the 6-yard box. And it was intended for Angel Cruz, but goes straight to a Lady Lobo. Number 7, Creole gets it. Has to kick it away at the last second to make sure that Haley Schultz, a dynamo on this Ladycat soccer team, doesn't get her feet on it. But Schultz gets it anyway, trying to beat her man. But Creole gets a tackle. And just as quickly, the Ladycats get a tackle of their own. Ball was kicked by number 16, Vanessa Wayne, but kicked out of bounds. Throw in here for Longview. Schultz able to kick it with the side of her foot, kick it out of bounds. Another throw in for Longview. Sounds like we've also got a recorder in the stands. A little disappointed we haven't got some hot cross buns action. Ladycat soccer still here in the first half, tied 0-0. Clean sheet here. And Longview trying to get an attack going and break the 0-0 tie we've got here currently. But a ball kicked by number 18 for Longview. Corona did not have the kind of kick that she was hoping for. And it goes straight to the goalkeeper, Zoe Haywood. No goal there. Nice tackle there on D. Schultz gets it. She's got a little bit of open space, but quickly she is encompassed by 4 Lady Lobos. Cruz gets it, but then quickly taken away by 4 midfielders for Longview. So lots of speed there at mid. And you see exactly why, as a lot of times the Ladycats can't push it to the second level without it being intercepted or tackled by Longview. You see exactly why they were a district champ, made it to the second round of the playoffs. Corner kick here from Longview. And headed by Kylie Clark, but pushed out. Longview made it to the second round last year. They beat Huntsville and beat them in a bad way, 10-1, and then lost in the area round to Joshua in penalty kicks. The same Joshua squad, well, perhaps not the same Joshua squad as it's a different season, but Ladycats played Joshua earlier this year and fell 6-0. Big loss for the Ladycats. That was on Monday, December 20th, but that was during a scrimmage, so it doesn't count on the record. But Ladycats played a lot of talented teams during the preseason and during scrimmage play, and Coach Javier Aguayo really truly believed, and I agree with him, that when you play a lot of harder opponents in non-district play, then you can really prepare your team for district, especially soccer, when you've got 4 teams ranked in the top 15 in the East Texas area, according to Texas Lethal Enforcer. Big soccer Twitter page for Texas high school soccer. But looks like Creole and the Longview Lady Lobos will have a corner kick from the northwest side of the field. That is the near side and left side of your radio dial for those listening in on the radio. Beautiful corner, but did not have the trajectory she was hoping for Creole's kick, as it went straight into the side of the goal. No goal, still tied at 0. Got a good first half between these two schools, and the Ladycats playing really good D, thanks in large part to Zoe Haywood.
Substitution of Ladycats.
So we've got some substitutions. So Angel Cruz subs out of the game. Had some good play from her, but that will be all we see of her tonight. And after the substitution, Kylie Clark tries to get it away to Schultz, but overshot her and went straight to number 8. That was Juarez. Clark tries to get it away, but she gets it straight to a Lobo. Haywood tries to get her hands up to get the ball, and she does. Longview made every attempt possible to try and get a goal there on the last second, but a lot like earlier, the Ladycats were able to, and the goalkeeper, Zoe Haywood, were able to come back to the ball at the last second before it went in the goal. It bounced off the top goalpost, or the top of the goalpost, and almost took a bounce in, but Haywood was quick to react, and as a result, we're still tied at 0. About halfway through this first half, all tied at 0. Haywood with another great save on goal. while Longview's been doing a good job of keeping it on the Sulphur Springs side of the 50, Ladycats have been doing just as good of a job, making sure the ball does not go in the goal, and as a result, still tied at 0. Throw in from number 13. The cross, I believe, was intended for Anna Williams, but just overshot her. And it looked like it was kicked out by Longview, so Schultz is running after the ball in the stands. So I believe we'll have a throw in here from Sulphur Springs, and with the honors is Kendall Farrell. Farrell looking for options. I believe she's looking for Anna Williams, but did not have the juice on that one. But somehow Thessing is able to come back for it and get the ball. Now it was kicked well into Sulphur Springs territory. Emily Soto's going after it, but a Lady Lobo has some green grass. Kylie Clark able to kick away at the very last second. Great job there on D. She has been an impressive part of this team. And number 16 there, that's Vanessa Wayne again. Gets it away to Schultz, and Schultz trying to chase after it, but just a step behind the ball there, out of bounds. Throw in here from Longview. Great header by Wayne. Anna Williams chasing after it, but couldn't get to it. Longview pushing it forward. And Clark intercepts it. Great job there to kick it away. Schultz heads it the other direction, trying to beat her man. That was number 7, Creel, and Schultz didn't like the call. She thought she should have gotten a call on that one, but refs let it play out. Thessing gets it. Robinson gets it to Schultz. Schultz, excellent through ball to Anna Williams. She's able to keep it in bounds, but goes straight to a Lady Lobo, and the goalkeeper is there, picks it up, and we will have a drop kick here. And a high arching one at that, as it goes almost to midfield, so almost a 50-yard kick. Great job there of pushing it out of the outer box, but free kick here for Sulphur Springs.
Free kick for Ladycats. Schultz taking kick.
Schultz will have the free kick honors at about the 41-yard line on the Longview side of the 50. Schultz pushes it up and overshot her man. That was intended for Caitlin Robinson. And then number 17 on the far side, that's Valerie Flecker, who's been an impressive JV player. Well, she was JV at the beginning of the season, but due to injuries, as I spoke about earlier, the Ladycats have had a number of injuries, and as a result have called up a number of JV players. And goalkeeper has no choice but to kick the ball away at the last second, as Haley Schultz was going full speed ahead towards the ball to try and kick the ball away from the goalkeeper and get a goal. No dice there. Throw in from the Ladycats, and throw in from the Ladycats, courtesy of number 13, Farrell. And Williams gets her head on it, but has to kick it back to another Ladycat. And overshot a Lady Lobo there. Ladycats still with it, and they'll call that a fair tackle, and a fair tackle it was. But Ladycats trying to thwart a good opportunity here for Longview on offense, but kicked out of bounds, assumably by the Ladycats, and so it is, number 18. That's Corona. But kicked out once again by Sulphur Springs. Corona will have the throw-in honors once again. Corona got a couple of Lady Lobos she's looking for. Great job there, shielding out number 19. And wow, great speed demonstrated by number 22, Markovitz, to try and come back for the ball, but kicked out by Sulphur Springs. Once again, a throw-in from the Lady Lobos. Lady Cats need to get some pressure on Longview and not allow them to control the ball here just outside of the larger box. Kylie Clark, great tackle there, able to trip up her defender, no call on the field, but Longview once again with it. And she gets it away to Haley Schultz. Haley Schultz at the 40, at the 50, 45, 40. She's got a couple of Lady Lobos in pursuit, and Longview no choice but to kick it out. Thwart any chance of momentum and a scoring opportunity for Schultz. Throw in here from number 13, Farrell. Farrell tries to get it to Williams, but overshot once again. And Longview trying to chase after it. Farrell gets it. She tries to get it to Wayne, but it's taken away by Longview. Great tackle there, coming in at the last second. Couple of great crosses, and now number 19's got some green grass ahead of her. That's Bauer. Bauer gets the kick away, but wide left. Haywood chased after it for a moment in the 6-yard box, but luckily it went wide left of the goal. So another free kick here from Kylie Clark. Standout defensive player for Coach Javier Guayo in this Lady Cat squad. Wayne gets it. Then gets it to Schultz, but Schultz tries to get it back to Wayne, but once again taken away by number 18, Corona. Corona trying to edge the sideline. And she tried to make a couple of moves to shake her 2 Lady Cat defenders, but Sulphur Springs kicks it out. Another throw in here from Corona. And it goes straight to a Lady Cat. Almost kicked out, but Creole able to keep it in. And now Corona gets it. Has to kick it back to Creole. And Emily Soto bumps it. She gets it to number, and then Juarez gets it. Then to number 7, Creole. There's a Lady Lobo on the side, but just overshot the ball. Ooh, offsides call. Tough one there, as it looked like the Lady Lobos had a good scoring opportunity. Just over 12 minutes to go in this first half. Still a clean sheet here at Gerald Prim Stadium, tied at 0. Lady Lobos trying to push the ball back, keep it on the Sulphur Springs side of the 50, and they've done a good job of that here tonight. And Schultz trying to chase after it, but Creole all over it. And the cross, not as accurate as Farrell was hoping for, as Longview is able to tackle the ball away, start sending it back. And they do just that. That's number 14, Johnson, on the far side. She's had a couple of good opportunities here. Nice pass. It's intended for number 17. That's Valerie Flecker, the freshman I mentioned earlier. She got a goal of her own on the win over North Lamar Tuesday. That was also at Gerald Prim Stadium. She was assisted by Schultz, and Schultz got 2 assists in that win over North Lamar. So if Schultz isn't scoring, there's a high probability she is keeping the ball in play or assisting on the goal. Lady Cats with it. Wayne tries to get the through ball to number 7, Caitlin Robinson, but once again intercepted by Longview. Taking it back the other way is number 3, Huff. Huff gets it to Johnson, or at least it was intended for Johnson, and Haywood is all over it. So she'll have another drop kick of her own. And it goes straight to Johnson. Johnson able to kick it back. Keep it on offense for the Lady Lobos. Try not to allow any transition plays for the Lady Cats. And Johnson doing a real good job of shielding out that Lady Cat there on the far side. Once again, Longview with it. And number 22, Markovitz, coming back to it. Schultz gets it. Tries to get it back to number 17, Flecker. But Flecker able to tackle, get it back for Sulphur Springs. Once again, kicked back to the Longview defense. And now the Lady Cats trying to change the tide a bit and push it back to the other side of the 50. Wayne tries to get it into Farrell, but once again, tackled by Longview. Taking it back the other way for the Lady Lobos is number 4, Cherub. And a deep kick there. Schultz trying to chase after it, but there were 2 Lady Lobos also doing the exact same thing, and the goalkeeper gets an easy save. Another high arching kick there from the goalkeeper for Longview. And Sulphur Springs trying to make sure that Longview doesn't allow any sort of scoring play here. Johnson has a nice cross, and she tries to get it away to a Lady Lobo, but well overshot her teammate. And looks like number 16 there, Wayne, midfielder, was trying to shield out her defender. Did a good job of that. Now Schultz is trying to get the ball from the defender, Creole. Creole did kick the ball out of bounds, so it will be a throw in here for Sulphur Springs.
Schultz is re-entering the game for Lady Cats. Throw in for Lady Cats and take off Farrell.
Kendall Farrell. Waiting for the throw in. And Farrell. Intended for Anna Williams. Williams able to block her defender, number 22. That was Markovitz again. Anna Williams throws it in. Trying to get it into number 7 there, Caitlin Robinson, but pushed well back by Longview. Lady Lobos trying to do what they've been doing most of this first half and keeping the ball on the Sulphur Springs side of the 50. And it looks like it was last kicked by number 19, Bauer. Just over 7 minutes ago in this first half. A real tight game between these two squads. And Coach Guayo, as I've been talking about, have been missing out on some key starters during this season. Had to bring up a couple of JV players, including Valerie Flecker, a freshman, who got a goal in the win over North Lamar Tuesday, in which they won 3-0. But if the Lady Cats are playing this well against the reigning district champ Longview here early, as we are pretty close to halftime, then stands to reason that the Lady Cats should have a pretty decent season this time around. Not to say that they didn't last time. They placed 5th, as I've talked about previously, just able to barely keep it over 500 at 11-10-4. But no doubt, Coach Javier Guayo and this Lady Cat squad have their eyes on something bigger, like the playoffs. Cruz gets it. She intends it for Haley Schultz, and a great through ball. A couple of good passes, but Longview able to tackle it away. Clark working her way well up the field on defense. And now Corona gets it. Great through ball intended for number 19, Bauer. But much too much power on that one. Sulphur Springs starting to take it back the other way, but Longview just as quickly pushing it back. Number 19, Bauer, tries her own goal, but Haywood is all over it. No goal. We are here in the 36th minute, still tied 0-0 in the first district game for the Lady Cat soccer team hosting Longview. And oh boy, Bauer's got a good look, and she tries to kick it to Haywood, but Haywood is there for the save. Haywood pushes it to about the 40 for Sulphur Springs, but Farrell has to come back for it. Great job there by Fierros to box out the Lady Cat defender. Schultz gets it to number 7. That's Robinson, but kicked out by Longview. So Ladycats will have the throw in just about at their own bench on the far side of the field. The away side for those who are familiar with the Prim. Another throw in here from Longview. Or I'm sorry. Throw in for Longview here. So number 6, Samoro, throwing it in. Tries to get it into number 15, Hernandez, but sent back the other way by Sulphur Springs. Wayne gets it. Tries to get it away to Anna Williams. Schultz trying to come in for the tackle, but Longview sending it right back to the Sulphur Springs side of the 50. Wow, that was a great kick back to B.J. Johnson. Johnson's got a little bit of grass looking for a cross here. And at the very last second, it goes out of bounds. Johnson tried to wait until the very last second for that cross, and what could have been a deadly one at that, but just did not have the timing right on that one. Out of bounds. Free kick here for Kylie Clark. Clark kicks it away to Angel Cruz. Cruz tries to get something to number 16, Wayne, but Longview once again all over it. That's Creel. Sorry, that's Corona. And Markovitz gets it, pushes it to Samoro. And Samoro tries to get it to about the Sulphur Springs 20, but Clark is all over it for the tackle. And Schultz blocks it, but Cruz gets a nice pass. She gives it right back to Robinson. Robinson looking for Schultz, but Schultz has to kick it away harder than she was wanting to. Longview send it back. And Wayne is there for the tackle. Pushes it to Schultz. Schultz tries to kick it up and keep it in play. Longview sending it back, and Emily Soto's the last person to touch it on the Sulphur Springs side of about the 25, so it'll be a throw in here for Longview. Just 2.5 to go in the first half. And still clean sheet here, as it looks to be that we will go into halftime still tied at 0. Just over 2 minutes to go. Some substitutions for Longview. As number 2, Peterson comes in. Number 19, Bauer subs out. So Peterson immediately after subbing in gets the call. Great job there by Wayne on defense to come back for it and shield out her defender. Wayne trying to make sure that Corona can't get any sort of touches because she is explosive. Lots of speed on the outside for Longview between Johnson and Corona and Bauer. Schultz trying to come back for it. 22, Markovitz kicks it away. Wow, high arching pass there, and Haywood almost drops it, but then is able to come back for it, get 2 hands on it, and now drop kick incoming. Haywood kicks it away. Straight to a Lady Lobo, unfortunately. And now Longview. Wow, a couple of nice moves on offense there, but great tackle there for Sulphur Springs to keep the ball in play. Schultz, a couple of nice passes, and it's intended for Schultz, but Schultz still has a Lady Lobo in tow, and it looks like it was kicked out by a Lady Lobo. Yes, Creel was the last player to touch it. So now Schultz will have the ball with just over 30 seconds left to go in this first half. So, I'm sorry, Farrell will be throwing it in. Ladycats have a great chance to score on this one. Longview trying to header it out of the box. Ladycats have it. Schultz tries to get it into a Ladycat in the outer box, but Longview kicks it away. Just 14 seconds left to go. And now Longview will have it with just 10 seconds left on the clock. So this will likely be just about it on the first half, as we are tied 0-0 in this first half. Triple zeros on the clock, and that is the end of the first half, as we've got a tied game here, tied at 0-all. Clean sheet still here at the half between the Sulphur Springs Ladycats and the Longview Lady Lobos at halftime. And no doubt after a really good first half, we've got an even better second half coming up. We're going to take a break and hear from some of our sponsors, but when we return, we'll have more Ladycat soccer coming right up. Still clean sheet on the scoreboard, tied at 0. Longview has been doing a good job of pressing the Ladycats and keeping it on the Sulphur Springs side of the 50. But the Ladycats on their turns on offense when they have gotten them, haven't gotten a whole lot of them, but really tough to get past that back four for Longview, and you see exactly why they went 2 rounds deep in the playoffs last year and had a perfect district season at 12-0. But we are set to resume the action here at Gerald Prim Stadium, and Longview trying to start right where they left off in the first half by keeping on the Sulphur Springs side of the 50, and they do just that. Looks like Emily Soto was chasing after it, trying to push it back, maybe give the Wild Ladycats a chance to score. But Longview, once again, keeping it well inside Sulphur Springs territory. Right now, currently at the Ladycats 15. Williams trying to do what she can to force the ball up, but instead it's Kylie Clark who gets that honor, pushing it all the way to the Longview 35 before B.J. Johnson is able to start sending it back. Clark, once again, with a nice tackle, trying to keep it away from Longview, but she kicks it out of bounds. Throw in here from the Lady Lobos. Throw in there from number 6. That's Samoro. Kylie Clark chasing after it, but instead they'll let the Lady Lobo number 25, Fieros, chase after it. And she does a nice job of placing it towards the goal, but not well enough that Zoe Haywood can't get both hands on it. Ladycats on offense now. Anna Williams pushes it up to number 9, Haley Schultz, the phenom. Trying to use her ball handling skills to shake and bake her defender, but when she is able to get the through ball through her defender, number 7, Creole, she kicked it out of bounds. Throw in here for Longview. Creole tries to get to another Lady Lobo, but it's pushed back by Sulphur Springs. And Angel Cruz trying to tackle the ball away, and she does just that, getting it past Fieros and trying to make something happen, but Longview thwarts the offensive attack. Good opportunity there. No more. I believe that was Emily Soto kicking the ball away. Cruz intercepts the ball by Samoro. But Cruz gets it to number 19 there.
Be thrown to the Ladycats. Martinez taking the throw.
19 being Camila Martinez. Martinez got a couple of Ladycats on the Longview 30, but Johnson, tackle out of bounds, that is. So once again, Martinez with a throw-in. And over the head of a couple Lady Lobos, Schultz tries to header it, but Longview all over it on D. Wayne on the far side now. And Wayne, nice tackle there. Tries to get it to Anna Williams, but looks like number 9 there, Develas, kicks it out of bounds. So Williams will be throwing it in. Looking for Haley Schultz. Instead, it goes towards number 13 there, and that was Kendall Farrell, and that's the first attempt on goal for the Ladycats soccer team here tonight. No goal, though. Still clean sheet here, tied at 0. Williams. Farrell. trying to keep it away from Longview, but once again, number 18, Corona, just has an excellent nose for the ball. Kaylin Robinson trying to chase down Samoro. And looks like Johnson was the last player to touch it for Longview, so another throw in for the Lady Cats. Here in the 45th minute in the second half, and still tied at 0.
Throw in for the Lady Cats.
And another throw in for Sulphur Springs. Robinson, nice header. Schultz has the ball, but very much so in pursuit are two Lady Lobos. Martinez able to tackle it, but Johnson has a tackle of her own. Shakes her defender. Martinez, Cruz tries to make a tackle, but Longview able to get the ball away. Wayne loses her striker for a moment there. Longview trying to make something happen. Gets it to Johnson, near side. Johnson. And I don't think that was the cross that Johnson wanted, because it was just as quickly taken away by Sulphur Springs, but Longview gets it right back. A couple of long strides trying to lose the defender, and Lady Cat has no choice but to kick it away. Far side of the field, so another throw in for Longview. Longview throw in, and Schultz is all over it, trying to shield her defender from getting any sort of touches, because corners can be deadly. A well-placed cross could prove to be the difference maker in this contest. Only time will tell if that's how it plays out. Free kick here from Kylie Clark. Clark's got a good leg under her, as that ball was just about kicked to the 50. Robinson trying to push it back. Kylie Clark is going back for it, trying to make sure Fietos doesn't come for it. Clark's got no choice but to push it out. Another throw in for Johnson here, short side of the field. Looks like she's about at the Sulphur Springs 15. Lots of speed for the Lady Lobos, as they're really able to use that pursuit of theirs for good measure. Another throw in from Longview. Johnson goes straight to Haley Schultz. Schultz trying to make sure Longview doesn't get it, but Longview's got a little bit of space, and they score! The Lady Lobos score. The first goal of the game, courtesy of Bauer, gives Longview a 1-0 lead. And it came here in the 48th minute. So in here the second half, and number 19 Bauer scores the first goal of the game to give Longview the edge right now, 1-0. So now with that, game plan changes a bit for Coach Javier Aguayo and his Lady Cats, as now they are playing from behind. Robinson. And Longview quickly honing in on that ball. Schultz has it. Quickly being chased down by 18 Corona. Longview wise to make sure Schultz get as few touches as possible, as she has been quite the dynamo for the Lady Cats. Cruz, nice tackle, goes straight to Longview. Haywood all over it for the save. Haywood gets it away to Robinson, about the Longview 39-yard line, but once again, Longview with a good chance to score here. Schultz is there on defense, trying to keep it away, but While Schultz is able to make a nice tackle, Longview just as quickly is able to get the ball back. And it looks like Emily Soto tried to get it away to one of her teammates, but it went straight to a Lady Lobo. Now Johnson has it near side. Now we're inside the penalty box. The Lady Cats have to be careful. And that was a huge ball by Markovitz. Kicked high and in the air. So high, I wasn't sure it was going to land in this zip code, but landed just outside of the end zone. So Haywood has I was going to say Haywood has a free kick here, but she will defer to number 13, Kendall Farrell. Farrell with the free kick here. And she kicks it out of bounds. Throwing from Longview. Samaro tries to get it away to a couple Lady Lobos. But it's pushed out once again by Sulphur Springs. Samaro once again with the throw-in. Clark gets it away to number 17 there, Martinez, but looked like they called offside, so free kick here for Longview. With the honors is Markovitz. Markovitz got a couple of players. Lady Cats quick on off on defense. 17 has it, she gets it to Schultz, but just overshot Schultz. And Longview able to get a nice tackle, push it back to the D. Oh! And Schultz has a little bit of green grass ahead of her. There are 3 Lady Lobos she has to beat, though. And goodness. Now number 17, Martinez, has it. And it's kicked away by Longview. Good opportunity there on offense for the Lady Cats to try and get the equalizer here in the 51st minute. But it doesn't pan out the way the Lady Cats are hoping, as a couple of poorly timed passes and kick out by Longview. And now the Lady Cats have to start from scratch at about the Longview 20-yard line. And pushed out by Longview once again. Another throw in here for Sulphur Springs. Lady Cats 3-6-2 overall here in their first district game. Currently trailing Longview 1-0. Trying to push it into, I believe that was intended for Schultz. But now, Peterson's got some green grass ahead of her. She gets to Fieros, and Fieros tries to make another good pass, but Sulphur Springs is there for the tackle. Really putting these defensive backs to the test for Sulphur Springs. Longview is here tonight, led by head coach Ron Bellamy. And Wayne trying to make a good play on defense on the far side, but an excellent through ball from Longview. And Sulphur Springs has no choice but to push it out. Somehow the Lady Cats do keep it alive, though. Schultz has it about the Longview 26-yard line. And now Farrell kicks it away. Posting side of the 50 to Longview. But just once again, number 9, Yuda Velas, kicks it away. Fieros looks to Johnson. And Johnson just not able to get to the ball in time as it goes out of bounds. Free kick here from Sulphur Springs. Looks like Clark has it. And once again, Longview able to intercept the passing lane. Clark kicks it just about into the first row of the stadium here. And now, another throw-in from Longview. They still lead 1-0. Just under 27 minutes left to go in this game. Ladycats hoping to avoid starting district play 0-1. Oh boy, that's an excellent kicked ball, but Haywood is all over it for the save. Haywood's had a nice game here tonight as Longview has been doing just about everything they can to push the ball as far into Sulphur Springs territory as possible. And you've seen exactly how that's worked here with them getting a goal just about not even 10 minutes into the second half. But Sulphur Springs really needs to start pushing the ball up and start challenging those defenders. Ladycats trying to push it away. And once again, another throw-in from Longview. Creole has it. Kicks it away. And I believe that was Emily Soto who tried to make a play on defense, but had no choice but to push it out. Far side of the field, I believe it's Creole who will be throwing it in. Ladycats, they're on defense. A well-placed cross. A couple of really good opportunities for Longview to extend this lead to 2-0, but some kicks go awry and back above the fence behind the end zone, and now the Ladycats have a free kick. Clark with the free kick. Got a lot of touches the defender Kylie Clark has, and you see exactly why. She's been really good about getting the ball out of her team's territory. And really good at challenging those strikers. Last touch by Longview, throw in for Sulphur Springs. And it looked like it was intended for Angel Cruz, but now Fieros of Longview with a good chance to score. Beautifully placed to Corona, but Haywood is there as it just outstretched the stride of Corona. And Haywood gets another save. Two Ladycats overrun the ball. And now Longview with another chance on offense here. Clark with a header to get it away. But now Longview with it again. Vietos trying to shake her defender, Clark. And she gets it away, intended for number 18, Corona, but wide right of the goal, no goal. And another drop kick from Zoe Haywood. Ladycats still trail 1-0. Cruz tries to get the ball, but Longview's all over it. It's Emily Soto. Soto kicks it on the sideline, kicks it out of the sideline, so it will be Longview ball. Longview throws it in. Couple of Lady Lobos in the outer box. Corona has it. And then it goes to Martinez. Martinez tries to thread the needle to Schultz. It goes back over, and Schultz tried to get something happening, but quickly Longview now with another good chance to score. And it goes straight to Zoe Haywood. No goal there, stays a 1-0 lead for Longview. Just over 22 minutes left to go in this game. Ladycats trail 1-0. And now Creole will throw it in. Creole. Intended for Johnson. But instead, Peterson gets the call. Huff wasn't the intended player on that one, but Angel Cruz able to tackle. And now Anna Williams with space. Tries to thread it into Haley Schultz, but didn't have the accuracy she wanted on that one. Longview kicks it away, and it just overshoots two Ladycats. And both teams move in the opposite direction as Longview trying to make another play on offense. Cruz trying to work her way back to it. Corona with a nice kick there. Johnson. And then Kylie Clark has to kick it out. And now a great play there by Martinez to keep the ball in for Sulphur Springs. Longview kicking it forward at the Sulphur Springs 30-yard line now. And Anna Williams, great job chasing down the midfielder on that one. But it will be a throw-in from Longview. Looks like we've got a free kick instead for the Lady Lobos. From about 27 yards out. No good. Sulphur Springs trying to push the ball away from their goal, where this, in the first half, the Ladycats were at least able to get a couple of opportunities to put the goals in. But the second half, it hasn't been that story. Longview really dominated the time of possession here in the second half. Longview gets it away, but Sulphur Springs makes a nice tackle. And now Anna Williams and Schultz with a little bit of space, but kicked away and out of bounds at the last second by Creel. Another good opportunity for Schultz in space, but kicked out by Longview to make them start from scratch. Another throw in for the Ladycats. Anna Williams tries to get it to Martinez. Kicked out again by Longview. Under 19 minutes left to go in this game. Sulphur Springs still trails 1-0. And a high arching cross there. Johnson for Longview with it. Wayne tries to shield out her midfielder, but now Peterson has it with a little bit of space. And Sulphur Springs able to kick the ball away, so Lady Lobo can't get to it, start pushing the ball back the other way, and Longview responds by kicking it out of bounds. Sulphur Springs. Tries to get it to, I believe that's number 17. But now Longview with a little bit of green grass ahead of them. Corona gets it to number 8, but called for offsides. I believe we've got a penalty on the field. And we've got a Longview Lady Lobo down, so we're going to take a quick commercial break and hear from some of our sponsors, but when we return, we'll have more Ladycat soccer coming right up. But a free kick upcoming for the Longview Lady Lobos. Just over 17 and a half remaining in this game. And Longview's got a good opportunity here to increase their lead to 2 goals over Sulphur Springs if they can cash in on a free kick. Free kick here. And over the goalpost, so if this were football, the field goal would be good. But since this is soccer, no goal. So Kylie Clark will be free kicking it. And Wayne headers it back to her defenders. And Huff is all over it for Longview on defense. And Ladycats pushing it out of bounds. That was number 19, Camila Martinez, kicking it out of bounds. Longview with a throw in here. Samaro. Farrell, nice header, keeping it away from a Lady Lobo. Cruz trying to shake a defender, but Huff is quick to kick it out. Throw in here for the Ladycats. Coach Javier Aguayo's squad trails 1-0 to the Longview Lady Lobos, the reigning district champ of District 15 5A. Last season they went 24-1 and a perfect 12-0 in district. As a result, they were the #1 seed from District 15 5A and won the bi-district round in a big way, beating Huntsville 10-1 and then losing in the area round to Joshua in penalty kicks. The same Joshua High School that the Ladycat soccer team fell to in scrimmage play 6-0. That was on Monday, December 20th, but Ladycats have changed a bit since then. Lost a couple of players, lost a couple of starters. Got some JV players, and now 3-6-2, trying to get their second straight win after their 3-0 win over North Lamar, also at the Prim, just this past Tuesday. Ladycats trailing 1-0 to a very talented Longview team. And Longview in control of this game up to this point, but Sulphur Springs still has plenty of time left if they want to change that. They'll need to at least get the equalizer, as again they trail 1-0. And Sulphur Springs able to thwart that scoring opportunity. And ooh, a great tackle there from number 22, Markovitz, to kick it out. And after being pushed out by Longview, we'll have another throw in for Sulphur Springs. Throw in from the Ladycats. Huff kicks it back out. Another throw in for Sulphur Springs. Soccer began district play today, both men and women's soccer. Men's basketball. They are over halfway through district play. Tonight they are entering tonight. They are 5-2. So 7 games in the books. Tonight they play their 8th at home versus Pine Tree. So after tonight, they will be 2/3 of the way through district season. So that final leg of 4 games after tonight. Ladycats basketball, on the other hand, they are just about through district season, as tonight they enter tonight's game 2-7, so 9 games in the books. Tonight they play their 10th, so just 2 more games remaining after tonight's game at Pine Tree. As talked about before the game and during halftime, Ladycats basketball team 2 games behind 4th place Hallsville, trying to do the impossible by starting the season 0-19 and somehow still being able to make the playoffs, which would be a great honor for this Ladycats basketball team. After a bit of a slow start, got 2 wins in district, and now Another chance for Sulphur Springs to turn nothing into something, but it went back to nothing as Longview kicked it back away. And after it's kicked away by Sulphur Springs out of bounds, Longview with another throw-in. For all you spring sports fans, i.e. softball and baseball, softball starts next Tuesday, if you can believe it. So, as my predecessor Don Julian said, every team that plays in spring plays in February. So this young journalist is going to have his hands full, but all too happy to have Soccer District come back around. Doesn't seem like that long ago that I was covering district soccer last year. But here we are again in the winter 2021-22 season, and the Ladycats trying to make the playoffs after last year just narrowly missing out, as the team that made it into the playoffs, fourth place Pine Tree, were 6-6 in district, and the Ladycats were 5-6-1, so just barely losing out on tiebreaker. Tough one there for Coach Javier Aguayo and his Ladycats, but after a big start to their scrimmage season, a couple losses during non-district or preseason play. I call it preseason, but I always thought of preseason in terms of NFL football, so it doesn't count on the record, so I prefer to call it non-district play, but tomato, tomato. Ladycats pushing it up. Creel of Longview with it. Kicks it right back to the Sulphur Springs side of the field. She's got a dynamite leg, folks. Schultz kicks the ball away a little bit. Anna Williams chasing after, oh wow, an incredibly placed ball, but no goal there for Longview. Goal is intended by Markovitz. Martinez trying to get it to Angel Cruz, and number 9 Udavelas kicks it away. Williams kicks it. Samoro of Longview trying to push it out, but now number 2 for the Ladycats. That's Addison Jones. What deep kick there, my goodness. Emily Soto chases back after it. Caitlin Robinson. I'm sorry, Kaylee Clark. Then to Addie Jones. Jones tries to get it to, I believe that was number 17. Martinez, but no dice there. Just outside the reach of Valerie Flecker, a freshman who is on JV to begin this season, but has really stepped up for Coach Javier Aguayo's squad, including getting a goal in the win over North Lamar just this past Tuesday. That goal was assisted by Haley Schultz, the third and final goal on the win over North Lamar, in what could be a district preview for next year. And 13 trying to thread it into Haley Schultz. Schultz, she's in the corner. Will she be able to find another Ladycat and they be able to score? Schultz trying to shake her defender, but might work on a couple of other teams, but maybe not these Lady Lobos. Flecker has to get it out to 15 to Price. Price gets it back to Schultz, and number 6 Samoro kicks it out. Schultz, or rather Farrell, with the corner. Great opportunity for the Ladycats to get the equalizer here. She tries to throw it in, but the Lady Lobo is quick to get it back. 3 Lady Lobos were in the vicinity. And once again, thwarted by Longview. Addie Jones on the far side trying to chase after the ball, but kicked out of bounds. Couple of good looks for the Ladycat soccer team to try and get the equalizer here as they trail Longview 1-0, the reigning district champ Lady Lobos. And Longview trying to get it back out of their territory, as it has seldom been on this side of the 50 this second half. Longview has really dominated the possession here, especially more so in the second half. Throwing from Sulphur Springs. Not the kind of kick that Ladycat was looking for, because number 11, Floyd, for Longview, quick to come after it. Floyd gets it right back, intended for Price, and then for Flecker, but Longview kicks it away again. B.J. Johnson of Longview gets the ball. And great job on defense there for the Ladycats. Just push it out. But a likely corner coming up here for Longview. Just 6 minutes left to go in this game. Ladycats doing the best they can to avoid an 0-1 start in district play. The loss tonight would give them a 1-game losing streak. Kylie Clark attempts to tackle Angel Cruz. Cruz tries to get it away, but Johnson now for Longview has it. And Soto headers the ball out of bounds. Some things to note coming up over the coming days. Powerlifting, they've already started their season as well. In fact, tomorrow they are in Mount Pleasant, both the men and the women's powerlifting squads. And then on Monday, the middle school Ladycats basketball team are already solidified as district champs of their district, but also looking to complete an undefeated season on Monday as they host Hallsville at 4:30 p.m. And looks like Longview wanted a foul on that one, but no dice there. They'll let it play out. Try and gets a couple of through balls, but Flecker has to try and get it away to Schultz. Schultz, really good with green grass, but I'm not sure that Addie Jones can shorten the distance between her, the ball, and the Lady Lobo chasing after it. And she cannot, as it's sent out of bounds, and another goal kick here. I believe that's Birdsong. Birdsong kicks it deep. Anna Williams able to get it. She tries to fit it in to Haley Schultz, but once again, Longview great at crowding the defensive backfield. Johnson, a lot of speed on the outside, but she doesn't have the kick that she wanted as it goes straight to Kylie Clark. Floyd trying to chase after it for Longview, but Clark comes back after it. And now Price has to kick it out of bounds. Another throw-in for the Lady Lobos. Just 3 minutes left to go in this district contest. Both teams district openers. Longview trying to get their district season off on the right foot, trying to pick up right where they left off from last season, 12-0 in district, and look to be well on their way to 1-0 to start this season. Ladycats, if they can't get the equalizer here, will start their district season 0-1. And a ball that was intended for Valerie Flecker. Well overshoots her, out of bounds. Longview throwing it in here. Udavelas looking to throw it in here. And instead, Udavelas defers to Samoro. Samoro with the throw-in. And Soto is there for the header. Oh boy, and Longview, one person to beat, and that's a goal. My word. In the closing minutes of this game, Longview able to stretch their lead out to 2-0. And that should about do it here at Gerald Prim Stadium, as not much time left on the clock, but there is a Ladycat down. She is able to get up. But with that second goal, that's the icing on the cake in this game, as there's just 1:41 left to go, and Longview now with a big 2-0 lead. Schultz kicks it off to Williams. Williams gets to Laura. Laura almost loses the ball, but Schultz is able to come back for it. Tackled by Longview. That's Huff with the tackle. Clark tries to chase after it, but not in her stride. I believe that was Robinson with the throw-in. Intended for Cruz. Less than a minute to go in this game. Longview with the big 2-0 lead. Ladycats no doubt hoping to at least get one goal. Get that donut off the scoreboard. And once again, kicked right back to the goalkeeper, Zoe Haywood. Haywood's had an impressive night, but not much she could do on two really well-placed balls from the Lady Lobos. And now just 23 seconds left to go. And this game is just about finished. Longview leading 2-0. Ladycats on their way to a 0-1 district start, losing to Longview. But that will do it, as 000s are on the clock, and the Ladycats soccer team lose their district opener 2-0. They got 2 goals. Longview got 2 goals in this game. First in the first 10 minutes of the second half, and then in the closing minutes of this game. So tough opener for Ladycat soccer. They played their hearts out and they competed really well, but Longview was just the better team here tonight, and they will regroup, talk it over, watch the film, and then they'll be back here, as will we, on Tuesday, February 1st, as Ladycat Soccer host Mount Pleasant. Wildcat Soccer will be on the road at Mount Pleasant, taking on the Tigers. Both basketball teams have a bye next Tuesday, worth noting. And then Ladycat Softball, as I mentioned earlier, they have their scrimmage opener on Tuesday, February 1st, hosting Gilmer at 5:30 p.m. So that'll about do it for us here at Gerald Prim Stadium, as Ladycat Soccer lose their district opener 2-0 to Longview. We'll be back here on Tuesday with more Ladycat Soccer as they host Mount Pleasant. With your play-by-play, I'm Ross Levinsky. Shooting video for us is Doug Haston. And back at the station, making everything you hear possible, is the man, the myth, the legend, James Terry. Back to you, James.